All right, we're back after a 14-0 Toronto Blue Jays win over the San Diego Padres. Jays are back to 500. Big, obviously, 14 runs. Like, what are we going to talk about other than that tonight? Man, those Padres are reeling right now. They've lost five in a row, back-to-back shutouts at the hands of the Blue Jays. I love it. I love to see it. What a game to watch. Before we get to all the shenanigans and the merry-go-round on the base paths, I have to touch on Kevin Gausman, who was perfect tonight. Not well, not perfect, but 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 9 strikeouts, didn't walk a batter. Only took him 92 pitches to get through seven. Gausman was vintage. What else could you want? Ace-like performance tonight. And the biggest thing for me that I was the most encouraged to see, his velo wasn't even up. Usually when Gausman has these type of starts, especially last year and the year before, it's because his velo ticks up and he's kind of got an extra tick on the fastball, right? Not the case tonight. What was different was his splitter was actually a mile and a half slower than his season average, which I wonder if Padres hitters were a little bit more out in front. Maybe it made it a little bit more deceptive. I'm not 100% sure. Would have to dig into it a little bit further, but it was something I was really encouraged by. I'd love to see it. Watching Kevin Gausman when he's on is as fun as watching any pitcher. It just takes him 2 pitches, just fastball splitter, and that's all it takes. And he was amazing again tonight. What he was doing to Jackson Merrill was honestly unfair. His first at bat was he threw him all splitters, struck him out. His second at bat, he threw him all fastballs and got him to like lazy fly out, pop out kind of thing. And this third at bat, he mixed up the 2 pitches and got another strikeout. Poor Jackson Merrill, man. Like he made him look young. Jackson Merrill's a young kid. I think he's only 22, but Gosman made Merrill look like a rookie tonight. The next thing we got to touch on, Randy Vasquez, Padres starter tonight. He was good. Jays score 14 runs. You usually don't go, oh, the other team starter was good, but no, he made it through four and 2/3, 4 hits, 2 earned, 4 Ks. Didn't walk a hitter, and he was dotting up early in the game. He was impressive. I didn't enjoy watching him pitch. Like we were in a pitcher's duel early here. It was looking like a carbon copy of last night's game, to be honest. And it took a Nathan Lucas home run in the 5th inning, the 2-run homer to finally get to Vasquez. And I think that's the perfect transition into the offense because I want to start with Lucas because he's the key player for me here tonight. He obviously opened up the scoring with his homer. And I think it's time we start a dialogue. I think it's time we start the conversation. Maybe Nathan Lucas should hit leadoff against right-handed pitching. I'm going to let you think about that for a second. I don't hate it. Like against right-handers, against lefties, I don't really feel the need to see it. But he was 3 for 4 against tonight. Obviously, the 2-run homer, and he's got his OPS up to 809 on the season. That's pretty good. He's hit 4 home runs. That's four times as many as he hit last season. Very capable defender in a corner. Listen, I think against right-handed pitching, it might be time to test it out. Like think about how much longer the lineup looks if we can either slot everybody down one and Bo hits second, Vlad hits third, or Bo maybe hits cleanup, Springer hits fifth, or Bo hits fifth. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Maybe Bo can hit third and we can bump Varsho down. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. And that's the thing. The lineup is looking a lot longer now. Obviously, you score 14 runs. The recency bias is going to be in there a little bit. It's like, oh, everybody's on fire. Everybody's so good. But Nathan Lucas is in an extended stretch of good play. He's putting together a really good season so far. I love watching him play baseball, to be honest. Okay, so we'll move to the 7th inning. Jays are up in the game already. And Nathan Lucas is at the plate with runners on first and second, nobody out. Jays have already scored a run, so it's 3-0 now. And they're calling on Nathan Lucas to sac bunt. John Schneider, really? You're already up in the game. It's not like we don't need to play for one more run. They ask him to sac bunt, and he doesn't get it down. He gets to 2 strikes. I think it's a 2-2 count. And they ask him to bunt again with 2 strikes. And obviously he gets it down, and it ended up working out because it turned into a 5-run inning for the Jays. So you love to see it, I guess. Like anytime something works out, I'm not gonna throw up too big of a fuss. Okay, like it's okay. But I really don't think we needed a sac bunt in the situation, and I really don't think it was something I wanted to see, especially with 2 strikes. Like the possibility of him fouling out like on a bunt is honestly too great for me. But You got bailed out by Manny Machado in the Padres infield defense. Next thing I want to touch on, I lost track of the amount of like straight up bad defensive plays. Machado had at least 3 of them. I think Machado had 3 errors in this game. Like he swiped that one on an Ernie chopper, didn't even get close. Like a Bo chopper bounced over his head. When do you see that happen to an infielder, bounce over his head? And then he had the throwing error on the Springer grounder to lead to more runs for the Jays. Like the Padres could have been out of that inning. And it wasn't just Machado. Like Cronenworth booted a ball, which obviously can't happen, and it led to a 5-run inning. Kind of put this game out of reach. It was 7-0. Well, we were in a pitcher's duel through 6.5 innings, and then the Jays blew it open. The Padres fell apart. It was fun to watch for us, but tough to watch if you're a fan of that team. The other thing that happened in the 7th inning I have to touch on real quick is Anthony Santander left the game. It was left hip tightness or inflammation, left hip inflammation. So Jonathan Clase pinch hit for him. Obviously sucks to see Santander leave the game. He was turning it around. He had another ball off the wall early in the game today, right before the Lucas homer. So it sucks. We're hoping Santander's good for tomorrow, but based on the way he's been playing, and he did miss a couple games in the Seattle series. I think he missed a game last week against either the Tigers or Rays as well. Not the most hopeful about that. Hoping all the best. So Jays up 7-0 heading to the 8th, and they put it to bed, as you expect them. They score a run. Varsho hits the grand slam, which is one thing I really want to touch on super quick. Love to see him make an adjustment. In the 7th inning, he struck out against Alec Jacob. Broadcast showed him smash his bat against the bat rack in the dugout, breaking it actually. And it's tough in a blowout game. Like it's easy to let your focus slip like that, like Varsho did against a pitcher like Alec Jacob, who is funky. He throws from a weird arm slot, like super sidearm, almost submarine-ish, and then also throws super slow. He's only in the mid-80s with his fastball, right? So easy to let your focus slip into that bat like that, and Varsho did. Alec Jacob got him. But in the next at-bat, in the 8th inning, Varsho got another chance to see him, and he made him pay, made the adjustment, hit a bomb way gone to center field. His 7th of the year, leads the team now. Obviously, anytime you hit a grand slam, it's always pretty fun. So, yeah, it was a good thing to see for Varsho. We got a little position player pitching action to pile on the last 2 runs. Make it 14-0. It's going to be Bowden Francis versus Steven Kolek tomorrow. Jays are going for a sweep against a good team. The Padres are reeling right now, but they're a good team. Go bury them tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow night.